let us look at globalization also in a positive way. Globalization helped emerging economies to grow, and hundreds of millions of people get out of extreme poverty. That's the best result ever in the history of human race. So we have to look at things also from this perspective. Second is that, especially in advanced economies, the fruits of economic growth due to globalization were not distributed and are not distributed in a fair way. So we have to correct economic growth so that it is prosperity for all. Otherwise, you have some kind of resistance against globalization, and that leads to protectionism, to nationalism. So there's a big responsibility for leaders inside each of the countries, and especially in advanced economies, to organize a society that is more just and more equal. And then people tend to accept more globalization. My third remark is that we are facing global challenges, starting from employment over climate change, migration, terrorism, cybersecurity. And you can only give to global challenges global answers. And that's why we need much more world governance. Not a utopian world government, but we have to strengthen multilateral organizations as the International Monetary Fund, the United Nations, the World Trade Organization, the UN Platform for Climate Change, the G20. So we have to strengthen all those bodies, because the markets are dominating the world and you need a countervailing power. So we need more rules and regulations in order to protect people better, and that we have the final result, more prosperity for all. So it is quite a challenge for political leaders, and there's a big responsibility for leadership now in advanced and in emerging economies and on a global scale.
While globalization has brought great benefits to many sectors, certain industries remain vulnerable. How can the society and the business world better support globalization?
When you are opening markets on a global scale, as we did in the European Union many decades ago, you have winners and losers. That's a process of what we call creative destruction. New activities are emerging and old activities are disappearing. So we have to empower people better, to give them the right skills, the right education, so that they can switch, they can move from old activities to new activities. At the same time, we need a policy of what we call restructuring, as President Obama did with the automotive industry a few years ago in the United States, or reconversion of regions, as we did in the European Union, helping regions with problems to overcome those problems. We did it decades ago in the coal and in the coal industry and in the steel industry. So it is possible to give an answer to this creative destruction, so that everybody can win at the end. And that's what we did at the level of the European Union. We can do it at the global scale.